the first thing first for a content writer is to have a portfolio, which I believe some of you have. You have a portfolio. What's a portfolio? A portfolio is a document whereby you put in, as a writer, it's expected that you know how to write. Not just knowing how to write for the internet, for your readers online. Now, that is why your content must always be properly formatted for the right platform. If you're writing on Twitter, right, there's a way to write on Twitter. There's a way to write on LinkedIn. There's a way to write an article, both for readability's sake and for search engine's sake. These are things you pay attention to. And you can easily say you know how to create optimized content that brings engagement. Now, I don't know if some of you know that one of the things that I do is I work for Gamic. Gamic is a gamify platform where people play games to earn. It has a guild, and we are currently working on a product which will come out next year. So now, I create their content, I write their content, and I found out that the LinkedIn content, we are not getting engagement as it should. I didn't just continue doing the same thing I was doing over again, expecting a different result, hoping that people will engage. No, I had to ask questions. And then something came to my mind, and I tried it out, and it worked. I tracked that result. I was able to tell the company that, okay, this was the improvement we had, and this is the reason why we got that. This is what I tried, and we got this result. So now we know this is the angle we should be going towards. Now we now have more engagement on the LinkedIn content than before. So if something is not working, it's not necessarily because what you're doing is you're on the wrong path. It's probably maybe you are not. There's a hack you need. There's something you need to switch up, in how you present what you do. And this is a process of always keep. I'm someone that learn a lot. I like learning, and I like applying, because I don't believe in just learning. I believe that results come from application, and you can never know what works until you apply it, right? So why did I give you all this scenario now? I'm painting a picture for you, and a mindset that you need to use and approach this things, and a doggedness that says this thing works. It can work for me. So the next thing is your portfolio now. Every content writer needs a portfolio. I mean, a portfolio that's updated. We are in an era of Web3. That means as a content writer, and in Web3 is user-based, is user-friendly. In Web3, we have two things. Either you're B2B or you're B2C. What I mean by B2B or B2C is that you're creating content for direct clients, the direct users to consume, direct consumers, or you're creating content that another business will use. That's what I mean by B2B and B2C. So the way you write for an average person, and as a writer, there's this thing we keep always say, you must always identify your readers, identify who your target audience is. That will always impact on the engagement of your content. Always identify who you're writing for. Now, if you're building your own personal handle, you must always identify where your stand is, what your niche is, and who you are addressing. It will influence how simple or how complex your English will sound. For example, Elvis writes content for I've seen his content is around Credo. Now, Credo is a project that is not all audience, like it's targeted to a specific audience. if you don't write for that audience, it's not going to get any traction. Now, in identify that audience, that's when it's influence. What kind of English should you use? Should your English be simple, or should you use industry terms? Now, we are dealing with a direct customer, a direct consumer, a direct user. It means that you need to simplify all the English. For example, you can come out and say Web3. If I would say Web3, just Web3, it means that you're expecting people that are already the crypto natives to understand what you're talking about. But if you expect more people, if your target audience are people that they are newbies in the space, and they are still coming on board, it means that you need to now break down what is Web3 in simpler terms. I don't know if this I'm saying in my case. I want to believe that the ones people here are the content writers. Elvis, I know you're into content writing. Shola, hope you guys can still hear me. I'm not wasting my energy.
Yeah.
The network has been misbehaving. Okay.
I can hear you.
All right. So these are things that you bear in mind. So I'm going to I need you guys to end this book. This book I worked on. I worked on it, and an ebook with practical examples on writing, and that book is not for free. So if I'm going to give that to anybody in this class now, that person has to earn it. But I was going to share it. I was going to show you guys what it looks like. So I'm going to show you guys what it looks like. Maybe I'll dig it out. I'll dig out the book. So now, a portfolio. So Elvis, I want to see, or if you're a content writer here, I want to see your content writing portfolio. That means you identify in that portfolio, in my portfolio, you can use a Google Doc to do it, a Google Doc or Notion, or if it's already published on Medium, you can do it. If it's already on Medium, that's fine. Just send me the Medium link. And then identify which sector of the blockchain industry or the blockchain tech you're writing for. Are you writing in Gamify? Are you writing what solution are you writing for? Because another thing is relevance. What you are writing about, is it relevant? So that's why I emphasize on portfolio. So now there's an angle I'm going to talk about today. It's called cold calling and cold emailing, or what I also call cold DM. I don't know if any of you is familiar with that term, cold emailing, cold calling, and all of that. Are you familiar with it?
Yeah.
All right. So that's another this I'm going to emphasize in this class, and I believe is going to work for you. I'm going to give you samples, a document with samples that you can use. Okay, I think I have it opened here. So before I get back to the job part, it should better be this. So because I don't start looking for you. Can you see my screen? Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah, I can see it.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
I can see it.
now, as a writer, let me not address let me leave the job part for now. As a writer, we are in beyond the crypto industry, right? There are other the reason why we go for crypto industry because it's very easy to get paid. We're in Nigeria, and getting paid can be very dicey if you're not getting paid in crypto. It's easy to receive your funds, your payments in crypto. Can you hear me? Can you
Yeah, I
hear
can.
me? Huh?
I can hear you.
Okay, so now we have so many. Now let's go the freelance role now. What you're looking for to get a crypto job, right? In this whole bear market thing, which is affecting the whole inflow of funds, There are CEOs that are focused. There are CEOs, there are CTOs, CMOs, like, all the people on C levels. We have the CEO, CTO, that's Chief Technical Officer, CMO, Chief Marketing Officer. We have COO, Chief Operating Officer. We have business developers. Now, these are people who they are key parts of decision making in a particular company, and we are in an age where personal branding is important. So while you're waiting to get a job with a particular company, you can work for the CEOs of this company by being their content writers as a ghostwriter. Now, some of these CEOs, they want to show up on LinkedIn every day. They want to show up on Twitter every day, but they don't know what to write, or they're too busy to write it, or it's too much of a headache to start writing content. So what do? You identify these companies first, but now the niche we are looking into now is the blockchain industries, the blockchain and crypto. So let's look at now let's look at 50 blockchain companies to know in 2022. This is just a Google list of blockchain startups. Now, some of these startups, especially startup companies, their founders and their CEOs, they are focused on building the company, so they don't have time for personal branding. And now the importance. The importance of personal branding, right? The reason why someone has to. Now, this is the reason why I opened you. The reason why someone has to show up consistently on LinkedIn and on Twitter, right? It increases your KLT factor. This is not what I want to do now. I'm not even in the US. Okay.
Yeah, I can barely hear you.
I have less than 30 minutes to be done with this call. And then we'll continue on the 14th. Sorry. Okay, so okay. Really? Sorry, I'm trying to. I want to show you some things. Safe. Okay, let me go back to what I was doing before. Blockchain startups. All right, so let me use something as an example for you. So this is like 49 soaring blockchain companies and startups. So we have Fireblocks, right? Now let me show you something. Fireblocks has a CEO, definitely has a founder, and yada yada yada. They have funding. This Fireblocks used to be a competitor to one of the companies I worked for. So let's go to LinkedIn now. I want to show you something. This is a hack I want you to use and give me feedback. Wow. Facebook laid off 11,000 persons. Wow. This is why you need to look into freelancing. You need to look into freelancing. So companies that these guys just shared that these are companies that are still hiring. Let me. Who's this guy? Am I following this guy? Oh, I'm following him. I'm supposed to get his information. Okay. See, follow relevant people in this space so you can get information all the time. And then I always use my bookmark so I can always go back to it later. So now, are you guys still with me?
I'm here.
Yes. So this is one person you should. It said, I help job seekers transition into high-paying technology and engineering careers. Founder at Broda. Okay. Oh.
Slang though. I can
What
see.
did you say? Did you say something? Now, can you guys see my screen?
I can.
Okay, now this person just shared a hack, which is one of the things I emphasized on in the course I shared. A hack: set an alert for talent acquisition jobs, not because you're a talent acquisition, but when a company is staffing, that's when they're trying to hire people, you always go to acquire an acquisition staff. That means they're ready to hire people. So now when you get an alert on LinkedIn, for that a talent acquisition job is available, check out the company and then apply to that company. Just know that there'll be a job opening. But before you apply, like I said, before you apply for any job role, go to the handles of that company. If you're a content writer, what kind of content writer are you? Are you a social media content writer? Are you an SEO content writer? What kind of content writing do you do? If you know the kind of content writing you do, find out if they already have it taken care of. If they do, find out what they're not doing right. And then that was why I'm going to drop this link. This is what we call template you can use to apply for a job in an email, in somebody's DM, LinkedIn DM, or these are different templates you can use and request for interview time. Whether this is the indirect route, you're not applying through a website, you are going via the DM. All right, so I'm going to send these templates to us. There's no how you use all this and it will not work for you. It's not possible. Now, this person said this is a hack this person just shared now. Amazing hack, like really amazing hack. You see? So these are the kind of people you should follow on LinkedIn. These are the kind of people you should follow on LinkedIn. Okay, so like I was saying, where did I even stop? Where did I stop? I deviate. Okay, now fire blocks. I'm going to use fire blocks as an example. So let's look for fire blocks. Before my time is up. Now see fire blocks now. Fire blocks is a company, and fire blocks has a CEO. They have over 400 employees. Now these are all the people working at fire blocks. Now this is CEO of fire blocks, right? Are you guys with me?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, now this is CEO of fire blocks now. So let's look at his social media handle. He updated. Look at his updates. His content is just reposting. 3 weeks. Can you see now? Apparently, he doesn't have time to create content for his social media handle, but it's obviously available on LinkedIn. Can you see it now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Is it only peculiar jovials on this call with me? I'm trying to be as detailed as possible, and I expect to apply this hack when I'm done. Elvis Shola.
Yeah, I'm with
Is
you.
it making sense at all?
Yeah, sure.
Like I said, there's no one straight way to get this. These are like different things you can apply to help you get this thing. And like I said, I'm always after your results. I'm really, really after your results. So like, look at his contact info. So he didn't put any. This is a verified account. Okay. So this is like his personal website, lacoon, nice.com, yada yada. So you have other companies that he's working at. So now there's a particular there's a what we call if you use a desktop browser, if you use a desktop browser, a desktop, a laptop, then you have a Chrome browser. If you're using Apple, you have Brave. You should install what we call Hunter.io. Hunter.io is an app. It's a web app that helps you to get email addresses. Like this person, like his email address now. Because now most likely his email address might be Michael@Fireblocks. You get his company email address. Because you need his company email address, either a company email address or his personal email address, right? So you can use Hunter.io. Hunter.io it helps to collect all these email addresses. There are other different hacks for. Now look at this is Hunter.io. You have access to 25 check 25 emails in a month on their free account, and every month it refreshes if you're exhausted. So let's try Fireblocks and see if it thumbs up. So it's showing 12 results. Now these are people on Fireblocks. 2 more results. So they showed me 10, and the other 2 they locked it because it's a free plan. So what is his name? Michael. Let's see if there's any Michael name here. See that? Can you see now? Can you see Michael now?
Yeah, I can.
So now, this is Michael Fireblocks. So obviously, is their CEO. So you copy this email address now. You copy this email address and you go to his DM. You can choose to use LinkedIn or his email address. So we can start with email. Now, these are different kind of email you can send. This is, can I help with solution for a challenge? So you say, hi Michael, I'm working with so and so. And one of the key issues that they are struggling with is, like for example, now I'm working with other CEOs or I'm working with other CEOs or other professionals in the blockchain industry. And one of the key issues they are struggling with is creating content for their LinkedIn handle, for their social media handle, creating relevant content for their audience for their social media handle. And I know how important branding is, showing up is, and building in public is today. So this past year, you've helped several persons to do this, achieve this. That is the result, resulting in them being able to save more money, increase productivity. So you have to find out what exactly is the benefit of them showing up, creating relevant content for the audience. And then if it's something you are challenged with too, let's have a quick call and I have some ideas that might help. So he will reply to you now and say, okay, you know, when you say he will not send you his maybe a Calendly link, but another thing to make this even very much easier, create a Calendly account. Do you know what a Calendly is? Any of you here know what a Calendly is?
Yeah, like a meetup this thing.
Appointment. It's an appointment app, yeah.
Appointment app.
Yes. So you can use it so that you don't have to start. It's even important that you do it. So you don't even give them an option because these are busy CEOs. They don't have time. Fireblocks is a very big company. In fact, like the company I was working for last year, but I had to research on Fireblocks. They're always working on one thing or the other. So you should know that for the way the man will have been posting content, you can see that he doesn't even create his own content. So you find out the reason. Why should anybody show up every day on LinkedIn? Right? So now you're not working for his company, you're working for him. But you have to show him why it is necessary for him to, you know, create relevant content in line with industry trends on his own hands, original content. So you now offer telling that. So if you create a Calendly account now, you just instantly, let's have a quick call with this link. I have some ideas that might help. So you don't have to wait for him to reply you. Instant with a schedule. So instantly he looks at your calendar and selects a time. So you from your end, you don't start checking your app. Calendly has an app. So you don't start checking your app to know if there's any of the CEO you reached out to have set up an appointment with you, so that you can actually, and then always check your email. Now, in order to track all these emails, I think I advise that you create what we call a job hunting email. So that you know that every email that comes into that particular email is only for all the opportunities you've applied for. Because I've had scenarios where I've missed an opportunity with Bundle because I saw they even reminded me twice, but the email got buried in other emails I received. They reminded me, I had an interview with them. I didn't even know. I missed it the first time. They reminded me again. I missed it the second time. It was the third time that I realized, like, wow, but I had already missed the opportunity. So, because of what? That my email address gets over 100 emails every day. When I say 100, 100 is even small. Every day. So, in order to do this, have an email that's just dedicated to job hunting. So, by the time you go online, find out blockchain startups, find them on LinkedIn, see if they're on LinkedIn, if they're on LinkedIn, look at the people that are working for them, pick out their especially their C level. Even if you want to work with any other person there in the company, you show them why it is relevant. Like if you're not the CEO now, you want to go to other people that are working in the company. For example, now, the fire blocks now. Let's look at oh, get out of here. Why are you coming out? Okay, let me go to Fireblocks. Now, in Fireblocks now. Oh, it's going back all the way here. Okay. There are 491 employees. There are all different kind of employees. Now, you can also get anybody like this business development developer now. You can get him for you to create content for him. Let's look at his handle. He has only 807 followers, and last time he posted was 2 months ago. So you can tell him that.
Sorry, I don't think it's not reflecting on the screen. I can't.
Oh God. You were not seeing this. I was doing all this while on LinkedIn.
I saw the last thing on the screen now is the template for the cold emails.
Oh, but have you been seeing the LinkedIn before now? Do you see LinkedIn before now?
Yes.
Can you see it now?
I can't.
Wow.
I'm just seeing.
Why didn't it switch? It's supposed to switch. The whole window is supposed to.
What I'm saying here is Wallace one. That's the present LinkedIn profile you opened.
Wow. Okay, I think it should be network. Can you see my entire screen now?
Oh, I'm not. I'm just seeing your display emoji.
Okay. Okay. What should I do now? Okay, let me stop presenting and present again. Okay, so can you see my screen now? Okay, it's about to share. Can you see my screen now?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay, now let's go to LinkedIn again. Can you see LinkedIn now?
Yes, yeah. Okay.
You can see LinkedIn now.
Yes,
Elvis, what
okay.
about you? Elvis, can you see it now?
I can't see LinkedIn. I'm still seeing
You're still seeing the
the
Google
Google
Meet.
Meet part, not the
Wow.
LinkedIn page.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Please. Okay, fine. Just bear with me. I don't know why it's doing like that. It's like it's showing some person's one part and the other ones. Okay, so okay. Let me just use my mouth and explain it. So this guy now, this is a Wallace Wong is a business developer for Fireblocks. And last time he made any form of post was 2 months ago. Now this means he's not very and it's just a Fireblocks content. So now for this kind of person now, you can send him a proposal telling him why it's important for him to keep his social media handles updated with relevant industry information, for the sake of opportunities, right? So can you people see the proposal document now? Just tell me you can see it.
I can't though. But I saw it previously.
Okay.
able to share.
What did you say, Elvis?
You said you made mention of sharing the link to
Oh
the
yeah,
code there.
yeah. Yes. So let me drop that now in the chat box. But I'll still drop it in the group too. So let me drop it in the chat box. So I've dropped it now in the chat box so you see it. It's a document containing over 600 samples of code DMs you can use from they're from different websites. You get. You can't try these 600 things and none of them work for you. It has to be village people. It definitely has to be village people. Of course, village people doesn't work on us, but this is a very simple, straight to the point, and hits nail on the head. All right. Are you guys still with me?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Please, there's no village people here. Don't mind what I just said. Yeah. So now, beyond the CEO, now you can approach individual persons from the hunter this thing that we used. We got the CEO's email. So you send him one, telling him the reason that you can create this thing, so that it can always be updated and all. So find out why should anybody employ a ghostwriter, and why is it relevant for their social media handles to be updated? Do you get? If you find out these reasons, that should be part of the results, and then you can now use. That's why I emphasize that look at the results you've gotten. For me now, for some days now, I've been very inconsistent in my social media handle, but I have to find my way around it because let me show you what this thing can do for you. So in the past 1 month, I've been able to move my followers from 2,000 to 2,400. My impressions, of course, has dropped. My search appearances has dropped. Now, but let me now show you overall. In the past
I
90
can't see
days,
the screen.
oh,
I'm still
yeah,
seeing the
sorry.
Fireblock sky.
You are now seeing the Fireblocks guy. Amazing. And I've moved to another page. Isn't this network amazing? Okay, fine. I'm going to use my mouth and say it. So now, I've been sharing content. What?
Like, just use your voice. I think just use your voice.
Yeah, I have like less than 6 minutes to even be on this call until the next meeting. So now I've been sharing content consistently on LinkedIn, right? So in the past 90 days, that's 3 months, I have 51,261 impressions. And what does impression mean? Impression means number of persons that saw my post. And I had 1,914 engagements in the past 16. So this is one of the reasons why you should be consistent on your own handle, so that your handle is like a proof that what you're about to do for them works. So you can tell them that this is the result you had in the past 1 month, and you show them what is the potentials of these things. Exposing for someone like a CEO now, he's definitely looking for new investors, increasing his credibility and all of those stuff. For someone that is not a CEO but is working in the company, they might need to move on with a new career advancements, more opportunities, and all those stuff. Just why do you have a LinkedIn handle? Why do you update your LinkedIn handle and all of that? So if you get those reasons, you have the results that you had in the past, like your impressions and how much of it you got. And if you have a high performing post, if you have a post that did really well, those are the data that you keep. So you not tell them how your content can create. You can also go ahead and create a sample content for them. 3 sample contents
You're
crafted for them
cracking me.
specific. Oh my god. Anyways, but hope you guys got something today. Am I still cracking?
Yes, I got something now.
So now, between now and Elvis, can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Elvis. Okay, now, so between now and 14th, which is the day we have another class, today is 9th, but I need us to try these things out.
Yeah.
Utilize your 25 free email generators. Generator from hunter.io. I think I made a video on how to set up your account there on my YouTube channel. Let me drop hunter.io. There's another one to say Snowview. And the other ways to generate emails of these people. So exhaust that 25, right? And beyond. Find other ways of getting email addresses. These are things. Google it. Do you get? Google, get back to me with results. Now, while you're waiting for the applications, the companies you apply to, you can apply to. The point is that you can apply directly to CEOs and people that work in companies and tell them you can go straight for them. And then but the plan is to get them on an interview. Send them an email or a LinkedIn DM. These things can work in LinkedIn DMs. They are very short. You can use them for LinkedIn DM. All right. Use them. And
Can you use them? Sorry, can you use them for email?
of course, yes, you can use it for email. These are templates for both email and DM. You can. And like I said, to make sure that they don't. What do you say?
I said, all right.
To make sure that they don't miss setting up an appointment with you. Okay. To make sure that they don't miss setting up an appointment with you, install that Calendly app, set up an account, generate a link for a 15-minute call or 30-minute call. Always add it in your DM or in the email you send to them so that they make their decisions immediately to set up an appointment with you without having to, I don't know if you get what I mean.
Yeah, sure.
You don't want to risk telling them that they will not forget to reply your email. Instantly, you're telling them, okay, book, like here now. He said, would you have 15 minutes next week for a quick chat on how I might save you so and so amount of hours, that kind of thing. You now attach the link. Kindly click here to book a 15 minutes call, stuff like that. So I have 1 minute now to jump to leave here. So if you have questions about today's class, I know it wasn't as long as I wanted it to be, but I have like prayers in the next, right, just about now.